This is part 2. We will look at the example. So we want to see is the Earth warming, so we will download temperature data and we will do this plot. Okay, so here is exercise. So basically what I want you to learn is how to download data from the internet. So for example, if you go to this link here, then I'm asking you to download, like, this is the data sets that I'm asking for: combined land surface, air and sea surface water temperature, so like combined land sea, and then global mean monthly from the present. So this is the one, like, and it's here either as like a text or CSV. CSV means like comma separated file, and we usually, when we created this data, for example, with like Python or MATLAB or something, we save it. That's a common format. So like we will download our data. If we open this, it would look something like this. Now it's telling you save as, because remember, this is a CSV file, so it is very specific. It's not the generic Excel file. So a good thing is to do is like to save as. So I will like save this, for example, to the desktop, and then I will make this Excel workbook, the generic one, okay? Not as a CSV file. And then you hit save. Because if you kept it as a CSV file, you will use any formatting that you will do. So that's the first step. The second step is like to create a new. So here I'm showing like the exercise. So the first step is to download like this data. The second step is to like create a new sheet. So, and give it a name. So I'll create a new sheet here and I will call it like 1980. And then plot the annual temperature from the start date, like this, like 1880, for example, to the present, using a scatter plot, and then do the following formatting. Okay, so let's do this. So we come here, so that's like the year, so I copy this one, for example, and I want the annual average, so that's like monthly. The annual average, that would be from J to D. J, that's like the one letter abbreviation for the month, so that's like January, and D would be December, so that would be the average from January, D to December. You come here, you Control V. Okay, so that's like my data, and we know how to plot this. Remember, we will come here, you select them, you do like insert, and I want, usually we plot data because these are points, we usually make them as dots. So you got something that looks like this. Okay, let me just copy this here to see what formatting do we need to do. Okay, so we plotted it already, but we need to do some formatting. It does, oops. Just like, that didn't copy well, so you come here, you double click on it, then you will, this is number 9 and this is number 10. Okay, if you want to use that, like task number 9, and that's like task number 10. Okay. Okay, so now, I mean, that doesn't look nice. I mean, we want this axis to not intersect at 0. So we come here, we start formatting this axis. So format the axis, vertical axis across the maximum value, for example. No. Okay, automatic. Oh, that's a vertical axis cross, so maybe we need to do the other one here. So for mat axis, and then horizontal axis cross, maximum value, no. Here the axis value, let's put here like an axis value, like we maybe want us to cross at 0.6. Okay, so that looks better now. I have something here that I wanted to delete. Okay, that was copied. Okay, so now I have like, it looks like this. Still doesn't look so nice. So I mean, like for example, here that ends at 240. So you come here, you make this end at like 2020. You want to this is starting at, maybe you start this at 1850, because that's where start of our analysis, or actually where our data start from, 1880. Okay. Okay, so you will just start at 1880. Okay, yeah, 1880. Then what else do we need to do? We need to add label to the axis. So like you come here, you go to design, you add, we can add a title also to the chart. We can add data, add axis, we can primary axis label, axis primary horizontal, here we add this one, axis primary vector, we add this one here. Well, something happened to my, oh, I think I removed something. So axis, oh, okay, I removed this one. Okay, so that looks okay now. Oh, actually, I want to make this goes to 2010, to the end of the century, because we will need this for the next exercise. So you come here, you go to the axis option, and I reset this to, because we will need this for our next exercise. I want to make this maybe every like 20 years, not every 30 years. Okay, so every 20 years. I want to tell the temperature and degree, and then I put Celsius. So you insert here simple, do this one here, just the year. So here's just like the year. I want also to make this like a little bit, so it says like, so add label to axis, we did this, so we can remove this guy, remove grid lines, we don't want to show this grid line, like you can come here to format and like grid line. This is already selected, so I unselect it, add here grid lines, this is selected, I unselected it. remove grid line, increase. So increase the marker label like this one and axis title or axis label to font 16. So we come here, we make this like 16, we select the same one, we make this 16, we do the same one, we do the 16, okay. Then what else do we need? So we did this, increase the trend line equation to font 16. Okay, so we first need to add a trend line. So you here add a trend line and display equation on the chart displays this one. So we come here. So that's like the equation of the trend line. We will learn about this in the next class, and then we do this. Okay, what else do you want to do? Increase to remove marker fill color. Okay, I don't want this marker fill color, so I select this guy, I come here, format data series. Okay, so this is like the fill line and color. So the marker, I come to the marker, like the border, I need like this to have like a solid line and maybe black. And fill, no fill. Okay, so I just got this. I maybe like this trend line, I also want to format it to make it black. Okay. Maybe I want to. That looks okay. Now remove marker fill, change color to black, so that's like everything is now black. Increase the marker size, like I want to, like this marker again here, format data series. You go to format, you go to marker, and then the marker options, like built in, so you can select which marker you want. For example, like that's like the circle is good, but I want to increase this to 7. So it'll be like a little bit bigger if I want to do this, for example, or maybe marker option makes this 6. Okay. Change trend line to solid line. Okay. So I want here to make this like a solid line. So you come here, you select like a solid line instead of to solid line with black line. Okay. We set the axis limit to the end of century. We make like this, that's already set, like the measure unit is 0.2, so that's good. And then add the title to the chart, and then the title to this chart, for example, would be, let's copy it from here. So we can come here, like Control C, and then we come here. Okay, so that's exercise. I think we are done, and we will learn more about this next time.